we're back.
We are.
Back today, continuing our cheese board week.
Which is not sponsored by the Chilli Project.
No.
Oak Smoked Cheddar, though you may think it is.
Yeah. I'll tell you, it's about as sponsored as that is, okay? The hot sauce tasting spoon from Chase the Heat, available at johnnyscoville.com. Plug. Yeah, we don't get anything for this, other than maybe a smile if they see it.
Yeah. I think the main thing is bringing stuff to you
That
in the best way we know how.
we know
Yeah.
works, you know. These things work. They really do.
What do we have today, though? That's just lush.
Bacon cheese.
So we're spicing it up a little bit today, aren't we?
We are the venerable
We are
Wizard
truly
of
not
Chilli.
worthy.
Mr. Adam Marks, of Mr. Vikkis. .co.uk. This is his XXX hot. May contain strippers. Chili jam. So yeah, we're working along the cheese board, and we're thinking, what kind of things go with cheese? Nice chili jam.
Gotta love a chili jam.
I don't know if you've seen the Uncle Roger.
Yes.
Hiya, like that, and for your Uncle Roger, right? That Nigel Ng, on YouTube. Check him out. Honestly, it's quite funny. He does a thing on egg fried rice. Okay, and he reviews chefs making egg fried rice. It is like a kind of ongoing theme. He reviewed Gordon Ramsay
He did.
making it, and he gave him a thumbs up. He was like, yeah, it's really good. Then he reviewed Jamie Oliver, and Jamie Oliver made egg fried rice with chili jam.
I mean, not to say that chili jam wouldn't go with egg fried rice, but I wouldn't.
Chili jam does not
Put it
go
as an ingredient.
in an egg fried rice.
It doesn't
Don't
go in.
do it. You will make Uncle Roger sad. Okay.
I don't know. I think if you put that chili jam into egg fried rice, you probably make Uncle Roger quite happy.
Even this chili jam, just no. Make egg fried rice properly. You make Uncle Roger happy. Okay. But chili jam, yeah. This is the kind of stuff you whack on, and you let caramelise on things, and you know you use it as a coating on chicken or even pork or beef. I mean, anything you want that sweet note, that heat. Just now, Mr. Vikkis does a normal chili jam, and
Which
then
has got a great taste award, and I'm sure we'll be reviewing it.
yeah, and
in
he's
future.
got he's got this one, which is the XXX hot. Now, reading the ingredients on this: red chilies, 50%. It doesn't say what chilies they are, but they're red.
I would imagine it'll be sort of finger chilies.
I don't know. He likes his jalapenos.
Yeah, true.
Adam
It
does
would
like
normally
his
say
jalapenos.
jalapenos if it was that, but
Sugar, fresh tomatoes, onions, and as if 50% chili wasn't enough, 10% red Savina, so
that's 60% chilies now.
yeah, and then beet jalokia 5%.
That's 65% chilies now. That's quite a lot of chili.
About that much of the jar is chili. Vinegar, garlic, mustard, salt and spices.
It's going to be a pokey little number, this one, isn't it?
65% chili.
And it's going to be lovely, I think, because sugar is obviously the second highest ingredient on there. Ooh, that pop.
It's an angry pop.
So
that
you're
was.
going to get all that sweetness, but I think this is going to have a bit of a sneaky heat to it
Oh,
with
my word.
the ghost, don't you? Oh, that just smells sticky and sweet.
It smells very poddy.
I can smell the ghost pepper in there, even though it's 5%. I can smell it.
That's...
But, there's goodies
don't
in
tip
there.
it.
I'm
Don't.
not going to tip it too far. It's fine.
My poor
What does he
keyboard.
think's going to happen? That's a beautiful dark colour, isn't it?
That's... I'm going to say pod forward in the aroma. But given the fact 65% of it is chili,
Yeah.
kind of understandable.
But you've got that sort of caramelised sort of sugar smell there. You've got the onion is there. You know, there's spices and the garlic lurking in the background there as well. So
I think when we do this, it's going to come. It's going to come forward more. It's going to be more apparent in terms of the spicing.
Oh, we need to get into this because this just looks
So
immense.
Taste the heat hot sauce tasting spoon. Don't taint your triple up chili jam, bro.
What's this?
JohnnyScoville.com. Take this spoon, transfer it onto this spoon, just so we're not going crazy.
Oh, the colour is just glorious.
Look at that. Look at that. Like a really deep ruby. You have no idea of portion size, do you?
No. I like what I like. Right, let's give it a go.
So,
Oh, that's got a tingle on the tongue, hasn't it? So definitely in the spices you've got nigella seeds in there, black onion seeds. And you can see those visible in there. First thing,
very hot.
you put it in, you get instant sweetness. And you get what you would probably say describe as the expected kind of chili jam initial flavour. And then it sits on your tongue for a second or so, and then your tongue starts zinging, and then I don't know about you, but I tend to hold things in my mouth a little bit so I can warm it, get the flavour, get it to kind of
move it around your
coat
mouth.
my tongue so I get it everywhere. So flat on my tongue, zinging away quite happily. Then it went here, and then that here has started kind of creeping up.
Ghosting.
That ghost creep.
Yeah.
However, it's not as pod forward as I expected it to be. It's there.
In flavour. Yeah.
You can definitely tell it's got the boot in there. You know, it's definitely got that distinctive flavour there. But actually, it's warm.
So you've got, from the Savina habanero, the tingle, like little stabby tingles on the tongue. You've got that ghost burn here.
I love that burn.
And there was a little bit of a burn to start with. It makes me think it could be jalapeno, because he does like his jalapenos from the red chilies. Definitely not crazy hot, whatever the 50% chilies are, but that 15% with the Savina and the boot
That picks it up, doesn't it?
does lift it, and it gives you that really nice.
It's a really nice ongoing warmth, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's, you do get a sting to start with, you do get the throat burn to start with, but it mellows out into something quite manageable, but you're getting all of the flavours. Like, I was able to really taste the nigella seeds in there, and that really brought the flavour together for me. But that's beaut. I like that.
Well, there's only one thing to do next. extra mature whiskey oat smoked cheddar cheese,
Yes.
aka bacon cheese, from thechilliproject.co.uk. They bring it out once a year. Don't dilly dally. Soon as you see it, get some, because it flies out the door. So, bit of cheese, bit of jammer lamb, mamma jammer.
I have mine on crackers so I don't spill so much. Because I can't portion control, can I?
No. So I've got some chili jam on my cheese set. Okay.
That's actually had an interesting... I don't know if it was just for me, but for everyone, an impact in how that flavour developed for me. Because I got the sweetness and the smokiness of the cheese to start with. And it's brought the pepper flavour down, but it's not cancelled it out, but that's kind of intermingled with the smokiness. And then I guess we got dairy, kind of makes sense. The heat just came in. It's there. I'm only really now starting to get like the needles on the tongue and the throat warmth. It's kind of delayed that sensation. And I'd say almost taken it down a little. That, you know, if you weren't used to quite such sort of warm chilies, that it probably wouldn't be too much. It will still be warm.
That was interesting because
Now I can taste the peppers.
for me, obviously when I tried it on the spoon, it's all you could taste was the chili jam. With the cheese, this was a game of two halves. Started off and I got the chili jam up front, sweetness, the taste of the jam, the rest of it, but it masked the cheese to start with. Then the cheese came through. So now I've got this kind of smoky, jammy taste in my mouth, which is great. Then the jam fell off towards the end, and it was just the cheese. Now that could be I didn't put enough jam on. Possible. It could be that the smoky nature of the cheese just kind of overrode the jam flavour towards the end, because there was more cheese than jam. Obviously, as you eat, you salivate, that waters down anything that's in your mouth. You do it naturally, it helps you swallow. And it could be that it just diluted the jam down just a little, and I kind of lost that flavour, which I thought was interesting, because it very much was one ear, and as you went in, they kind of swapped. Really,
So you don't
really
lose
tasty
either, do you? But you just experience them at different times.
Yeah.
When I went jam, cheese, heat was how it went for me.
Yeah, kind of same for me. I don't know, maybe I just noticed the jam less as the cheese kind of, flavours as I chewed it.
But I think you can say that it's, it would pair well with the cheese.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely.
But, that on, if you wanted to use it on sweet and sour or something like that, would work really, really well. It's got plenty of its own flavour, that if you wanted to use it on like a cream cheese or a soft cheese, it would work great.
I think it would also work with a mild cheese, because the flavour of the jam there's a lot of sweetness there.
Yeah.
You know, you first put it in, you got sugar in it, so you get that sweetness to start with. But it's kind of a sympathetic flavour, in that it's not going to overwhelm whatever you put it on. No, jam, yeah, you could put it on toast, like you're saying. You can you know, use it to coat a piece of chicken, bit of meat,
glazing,
or something.
yeah.
Even like, you know, vegetable kebabs, something like that. If you want that little bit of heat and a bit of sweetness on there.
I'm sitting here going, if I was having sweet and sour chicken balls, I'd love a bit of that in my sweet and sour
Oh
sauce.
yeah, a couple of spoons of that in there.
Yeah, it would just bring it to a whole different level. You know, something to dip with as well, or mix it with some hummus and dip with that. I think, you know, it's got enough of its own flavour and enough punch to kind of carry itself. But like you were saying, it doesn't overpower stuff.
Can you imagine, right, given that there's a reasonably high content of sugar in ketchup, you imagine putting a couple of spoons of that into like a little pot and some ketchup, stirring it up, and you wanted chili ketchup, you know.
You could do a lot worse than doing that, I think.
Yeah.
So heat for you then?
Probably a 3.
I was going to say probably even that for me is probably a sort of a 2-ish. You know, I could slap that on and probably ramp it to a 3, but
Yeah, I mean, you know, Adam's heater meter, very hot.
and it is, you know, if you weren't a chili head, you would find that warm. It would probably
Yeah,
be an
that'd
8
be a
for
5 or a 6 for somebody that's not a chili head. You would think it's hot, and it is. To be fair, it is. You know,
I'd
a
actually
hot,
say it's
hot
probably
jam.
an 8 for a complete non-chili head. For somebody who
Really?
doesn't mind a bit of chili, I would probably put it at a 5.
Scorpion chilies. Ooh, yeah, red jalapenos.
You know the sting.
I'm right. Well, this is different to the website. He's changed the recipe.
Ooh.
Red jalapeno 60%, sugar, scorpion chilies 7%. So maybe it's a scorpion burn.
What, instead of boot?
Wow.
Well, that was interesting because it definitely had that boot creeping heat though.
Yeah. Salt, spices, pectin. Interesting.
Is this the quadruple X version then?
I am looking at the right thing on the website. So yeah, XXX hot chili jam. So he's changed the recipe since we picked this up.
Ooh.
Well, I never. He does that, I won't say a lot, but he does that where you can see improvement to be made.
Little tweaks.
Yeah, he'll tweak it.
No, I'm confused now because I'm definitely getting not scorpion, the ghost pepper.
So yeah,
Sneaky heat
maybe
with
the
it,
little
but-
stingy heat was from the jalapeno. You know, it definitely wasn't a problem heat. And the scorpion at the back.
Interesting. Well, there
Live
we
and
go.
learn.
Both wrong.
So yeah,
Doesn't detract from the fact that it is epically good chili jam though.
yeah. It also explained why I wasn't sitting there going, I can taste tomatoes. Haha, you have fooled us again, Mr. Marks. Happy accident, definitely.
Very good.
Great product. As is. Oh, the segues. Yeah, chiliproject.co.uk. Extra mature whiskey oak smoked cheddar cheese. Definitely a good cheese. Check it out. Anyway, I think that's quite enough from us for now.
It is.
Thank you ever so much for watching.
Hope you enjoyed it,
Take care.
and we'll see you in the next one.